Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So this is a continuation of the trader development series. Our focus, as you all know, is on the ICT New York Killzone, and the pair we are focused on is the XAU USD, the gold. And for those of you that are following this series for a while, mind you, I told you guys that you should document your trades, and I gave you a step-by-step approach on how to engage price on a day-to-day basis while focusing the ICT New York Killzone, and that is what I'm actually doing. So today I'm recapping a trade and I'm taking you through the price action process on how price delivered today. So we're discussing institutional price delivery and how accurate that is when you start seeing these things in price for yourself. So I'm on this journey with you. I'm taking you as a guide, as a mentor, step by step for you guys to see these things for yourself right in the forex chart. So without further ado, so today, price action being Monday, and I believe that is the 10th of April 2023. So at the time of this recording, this is 9:35 p.m. Nigerian time. So I'm going over the trade that happened in the New York ICT Q zone. So we can see that price rallied up all the way from the midnight New York time, all the way through the London session, and consolidate for a while around this region before entering the New York Q zone. And you can see that once they enter the New York Q zone, you can see the way price delivers straight up. Good. So, mind you, before we got to this particular area in price, we had a flow, we had a process, and that flow and process started all the way from the higher time frame perspective, which is the daily chart. And mind you, that's where all the magic starts. That's where all the magic began. So I'm going to be going back to the daily chart and showing you the step-by-step approach. So this is the daily chart right here, and this is the way your daily chart should be looking right now. This is the markups, the way I told you to mark up your daily chart. You want to mark up the obvious highs and lows where price has shown a willingness to repel from. So you want to mark that out in your chart and set that particular price action chart outside, and which is what you can see me do right here, right here. So I'm not, I'm showing you what I'm preaching. I'm showing you that I'm doing the same thing right there. Good. So on this series, if you are following on this series, this is how your chart should be looking at this time. Good. So we saw that on the daily chart that from this low price expanded, knocking out this high and knocking out this other high. But so far so good, price tanked at a region right here at this price level, which is the I believe the um 2033.01 level, price level, and from there we saw price rejected to the sell side. Good. And we saw that price invalidated this high, invalidated this other high, and it's coming all the way into this particular order block on the daily time frame. So we can see that from the daily time frame perspective, we'll be having a bearish momentum the moment price tanked on this particular high. So the next time frame we'll be focused on is on the 4 hours. So this is the way my 4 hours was looking at sat today at the time of recording, and these are the areas I marked up: this low, this low, this low, all these other lows, and this high, which is that high from the daily time frame that price showed a willingness to repel from. And this those sell momentum we had, and this a particular high right here. And the reason why I marked out this high is because of this series of down close candle, which will serve as an order block from the 4 hour perspective. Aiming also at this particular low that price showed a willingness to repel from to the buy side. So this is how my 4 hours chart is looking. So far so good. We can see that we're in a bearish momentum, but we have a sell momentum with this particular price leg, telling us that we're having probably a retracement or something that could ultimately turn out to be a reversal. So that is the perspective we have. We understand that we have seen more lows being respected right here, and so far so good. We have not seen any low taken out yet. You know what I'm saying? So we'll still classify this sell momentum as a what? As a retracement in the market, not yet a reversal. Good. So the next will drop out down is to the 1 hour time frame, and the 1 hour time frame should be looking like this. So all this markup are your previous highs and lows. If I bring the previous separator, you're going to see this is the low of this particular day, this is the high of that day, this is the high of this other day. I didn't mark out the low because it has been taken out already. So, but this is the high of this other day, this is the low of this other day, and this is new day we're talking about right here. Good. So this is how your 1 hour chart should be looking like, and we can see that so far so good. Let me bring the period separator back on from this day all the way into this day. We talk about we've been having a sell momentum. So our bearish perspective is still a sell, and we're aiming to see if price is going to fall. But notwithstanding this particular high, right here is very significant for us on the 1 hour. If price show a willingness to take out this particular high right here, then the momentum has changed, because at the time of recording we can see that at the time of the midnight open on this particular candle right here, we saw that price tanked into a bullish order block on the daily time frame, and also on the 1 hour we can see it tanked into a fair value gap right here, this high and this low right here. So this is a fair value gap price tanked into right here. So we want to see if price will push up to take out that high. So that was the idea I was having in price, and you're going to see that when I go back to the 15 minutes time frame and how I outlined that. And also we can see that this is an old daily high that price keyed off of, but we can see that so far so good that pricing actually take that particular high. So that's why we had a strong bearish momentum. Immediately the ICT New York Killzone came into play. So coming back to the 15 minute, you can see why I marked it up. I said I marked out that high. This is the high from the 1 hour. I say if a break of structure happens here, change in direction to bullish is confirmed. Idea from 1 hour. So you can see the way I outlined this. I outlined this in real time even before this whole price action actually happened, and I can actually show you a screenshot, and I'm going to be showing you that screenshot at the end of this video. So you can see price rallied through the New York London session and failed to get to that particular high. And at the time of entering into the New York session right here, we saw price consolidating. So all I was waiting for was an expansion to the sell side. So if I zoom that out, you're going to see what I was saying. So I saw price expanded to the sell side. So at this moment I had an entry because I was also comparing to the 5 minutes. So if I go down to the 5 minutes, the moment this particular 5 minutes candle closed, I had a sell right there. So I waited for price to drop. So price dropped and took out this high. So I waited for price to reverse. And if I go back to the 15 minutes, not 30 minutes, 15 minutes right there, you can see I wrote here multiple entries from 8 o'clock to 8:30 New York time. So from this 8 o'clock right here, 8:15, 8:30 right there, this was where I had my entries right here, because we had a price delivery suggesting that the momentum is going to sell, and we were looking to exit at this particular low right here. And ultimately we had a let me get that. That's a 15-minute too right here. So the ultimate price level we're targeting was actually this area right here, and that is, if you go on the 1 hour, that is actually an order block on the 1 hour perspective. So if I zoom that out correctly, you can see this series of down close candles. So that's the 1 hour, and you can see the way price drived all the way after failing to take out this high. You see the way price drived all the way to the sell side into this particular bullish order block right here. And you can see that the wick of this candle came in right at the mean threshold, the 50% of this took down close candle right here. So if I put this is the 50%, and that's where price actually came right into. Good. But one thing I also want to draw your attention to in terms of price delivery is that as price rallied to the buy side, you can see that there's also a fair value gap here. This high they get to this low, so this is a fair value gap on the 15 minutes, and you can see the way price drived into that particular fair value gap and tanked right there. So wasn't able to get to this particular high, and that's how our sell idea was formed completely. So if price has taken this particular high on the 1 hour, I would have changed our bias to start being bullish. So you can see the way I blended institutional order flow, I blended time and price, focusing on the ICT New York Killzone, and also blending the concept of institutional price delivery in terms of fair value gaps, order blocks, and liquidity risk. Good. So this is the way you want to follow me in this trader development series, and you're going to be able to see what I'm saying in real time. You're trying to say these things are not difficult; they are right there in the chat. As long as you're able to tell the story of what price is doing, you'll be able to identify what price is going to do, when it's going to do it. All you need to do, you want to focus on a particular session, like I'm doing right here. I'm focusing on the ICT New York Killzone. You want to say, so you want to focus on something particular that you're looking at. You want to focus on that system, and I'm showing you a system right here. This is the system I used to trade today. That's the system I'll be using to trade in this traders development series. So that is what I've been doing, and I promise I'm going to show you the markup of how I had it in real time before this whole price action actually happened. So I'm going to bring up that markup right now. So you can see for yourself on the XAU 15 minutes. This is a screenshot of after I've taken out my profits from the chart. You can see as I've already outlined all these old daily low, old daily high, the exit area, the multiple entries I had, and I even write a 1 hour trade, boom, cha right here. So this is the old daily low, the old daily I was anticipating. So you can see these things, I follow them in real time. You know what I'm saying? I was following them out in real time. It's not like I came after price was delivered and started putting lipstick on the chart. No, I followed this thing in real time. And if you can follow this same process in real time, you're able to still arrive at the same result I arrived at. You know what I'm saying? So this is not difficult. So what was I focusing on? I'll recap that again. The first thing I was looking out for was institutional order flow. The second thing I was looking out for was time and price. Then I was at the end, the last thing I was focusing on was price delivery. So I was following this at that process. You know what I'm saying? So I waited for institutional order flow to confirm my direction. The second thing I was now looking out for was waiting for my Q zone, which is time. You understand? And the last is price, which is price delivery. I saw a consolidation. I saw an expansion supporting bearish momentum, which is right here on the 15 minutes. At this retracement on a time again, which is 8:30, we have the news injection from the New York. I entered a sell, and you can see how the price delivered in just 1 hour, and I made 10% on this particular account. You know what I'm saying? 10% in one single day. So this is very possible when you understand and master that one system, that one strategy. Good. So I hope you found value in today's video. So if you did that, you can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody you know that'll find it useful, and see you in more videos.